Hi, hello, welcome to BEL English. Today we are going to look at an opportunity provided by a Canadian-based company, the field of administration. Administration is a highly held department by any job aspirant. Reason being the significance it has in any company irrespective of its line of business. So be it a person from any education background or even without any education background, would aspire to become an admin person in any company, to become a significant person in that company and grow along with the organization. And this opening is provided by a Canadian company which is open for anyone to apply. So before we get into the details of this particular job posting, if you are new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell button next to it so that you'll receive regular video updates on the job postings. So this company, a Canadian company, Rapid Transport Limited, is looking for someone to work in their administration department with the designation of administrative assistant. The position is open for any foreigner to apply and the local indigenous people, since the employer has already applied for LMIA. So LMIA we have discussed enough during the earlier job postings as well. It's declaration of non-availability of skills they are looking for by an employer to the Canadian government. So they get the approval in order to recruit the foreigners, and this is the approval which they've already got, but still he encourages people from local population, the permanent residents and the Canadians to apply for this particular job posting. Though he has got the approval for filling the position with the foreign workers. The job details goes here on. The salary for this particular job is $24.5 per hour, and the employer is willing to offer you 35 hours of work per week. So you are open to work 35 hours per week with the remuneration of $24.5 per hour. The terms of employment is permanent and you will be the full-time employee. And the work timing would last from day till evening. So it's completely a daytime job where you'll have your working hours from morning till evening, and that's a full-time job and a permanent employment. So being a permanent employee and a full-time employee of a company, you actually qualify to become a permanent employee in Canada, and thus you'll have all the employee benefits as per the labor law. And being with the highest paid remuneration candidate, like $24.5 per hour, is a little higher than the regular wages which is being given to the blue collar jobs. And this could be treated as a white collar job as well. And the employer is looking for someone who can join them immediately. So that's why he has given the start date as soon as possible. The job requirement goes here on. So the employer is looking for someone who is well versed in English, who could understand English and make conversations in English, because it will all be through English, through which you will actually have the daily conversations. English being a primary language and French being the second language in Canada. So both has equal significance, and people from certain regions hail with French and certain regions will predominantly use English. And this employer is requiring someone who has well-versed knowledge in English. And the education qualification he is looking for is someone with the secondary school graduation, that is the high school graduation certificate. So you should possess a high school graduation certificate or an equivalent qualification certificate which is validated by the international accreditation body. The experience the employer is looking for is less than a year. So you could have an experience in the similar sector with a minimum of 7 months to 1 year of experience. So you could be a person with minimal of experience, but still the employer is open for someone with less than a year of experience. The specific skills he has highlighted here is type and proofread correspondence, forms and other documents. So you are supposed to type, proofread the correspondence and the forms and other documents involved in administration department. Schedule and confirm appointments. So you are supposed to schedule and confirm the appointments, greet people and direct them to the contacts or service area. So you are supposed to greet the people whoever walks in, direct them to the appropriate contacts or the service area in order for them to get through the employer's service. So determine and establish office procedures and routines. So you are supposed to determine and establish a proper procedure and the daily routines in the office. So being an administration assistant, you are supposed to make sure the existence of the office and its day-to-day operations are being taken care completely. And that's why admin is hailed as a highest category department in any company. It's the backbone of any company, which makes the existence of the company itself and its day-to-day operations. So answer telephone and reply telephone calls and messages. You have to answer the telephone calls and relay the telephone calls and messages. And answer electronic inquiries, which is email, and any other message inquiries as well. So compile data and statistics and other information. You are supposed to compile the data, statistics, and any other information appropriately so as to present it to the management. So order office supplies and maintain the inventory. So you are supposed to order the office supplies, which is the requirements and the daily used products in the office premises, and you are supposed to maintain inventory for it. Record and prepare minutes of meeting, seminar, and conferences. You are supposed to capture the minutes of meeting, seminars, and conferences to make sure it is appropriately captured and documented. So arrange travel related itineraries and make reservations. You are supposed to arrange the travels and the related itineraries and make the reservations appropriately. Open and distribute regular and electronic incoming mail and other materials and coordinate the flow of information. So open and distribute the regular and electronic incoming mails. As we were saying, you are the one who will be interacting or collating the contacts through different source to the company. So one such contact is this electronic emails. So you have to make sure it flows appropriately to the concerned department or section or service or the person. So once it reaches the mailbox, so you are supposed to check through them and pass it accordingly to the other departments. Set up and maintain manual and computerized information filing system. You should set up and maintain a proper information system. So management information which is computerized is very essential and which should be looked from the administration department by any company. So the business equipments and computer applications which the employer is looking for is, you should be well versed in Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Windows, Word, and Access. And besides that, you should also have knowledge in electronic schedulers. So it's a complete MS Office package where you'll have Excel, PowerPoint, Windows, Words. So these are very primary applications which actually being used by many of the administration departments, and that will have a lot of documentation, creations, data capturing, and several circulation purpose utilized tools, and that's why this particular application is being mentioned as a specific skill requirement. MS Access, on top of these actual MS Office details and the applications, the MS Access also has a database management tools in it. So that's why the employer is looking for someone with proper and good MS Office knowledge, which includes Excel, PowerPoint, Windows, Word, and then the MS Access as well, besides the electronic scheduler access. The area of specialization which the employer has mentioned is statistics, reports and records, invoices, correspondence, chart, tables, graphs and diagrams. So you should be in a position to interpret data. So besides interpreting the statistics, reports, records, you have to interpret the invoices, correspondence, charts, tables, graphs, diagrams. It's all like presentation oriented, making records, creating the records, capturing them appropriately, and then storing them. And when the time comes up, when the requirement arises, you are supposed to produce them appropriately. The safety condition is basic security clearance. That's how an administration work goes up. And work condition would be fast-paced environment. So you have to be adhering to the fast-paced fast-paced environment. You should be in a position to adapt to it. You have to be attending the details closely and meeting the tight deadlines. The personal suitability which is being expected from the employee is flexibility. You have to be flexible enough, adapting to different situations and scenarios coming up. You have to be accurate enough. It has to be a team player. Excellent oral and written communication and reliability. And you have to be an organized person and ability to do multitasking. So you have to be a flexible person with accuracy. You have to be accurate in doing things and capturing them and handing over the records. Everything has to be accurate. And then you have to be a team player because you'll have a lot of teams in an organization through which you'll cut across. Being a domain which cut across different sectors in a company. So admin, that's why I was mentioning about its significance. It cut across all the departments. You have to interact and work with all the departments in a company, and you should have excellent oral and written communication, which is very essential in order to make sure the information flows right from the trigger till the destination. And the reliability, you should be a reliable person. You have to be self-organized and you should be in a position to do multitasking as well. And how to apply for this position? You have to write an email to the employer. I've given the details of this particular job posting through a reference link on the below description box. Please click open the description box and you'll have the application reference link. Open the link, you'll be able to get the email address of this particular employer where you can write an email. So be specific about your application and about your details and particulars which you have to showcase to the employer. And be specific about your cover letter. So you have to send a cover letter and an updated resume. So you make sure you send a cover letter, your updated resume, and any other required supporting certification documents required, you can send them as well. So make sure you send just the photocopies of the required documents and the certifications. It's enough if you just give a brief explanation on the cover letter. It's more than enough for your application. So try it out, guys. It's open for any foreigners and people who are in Canada and people who are able to work in Canada and people who are indigenous and as well as to PR. So you can apply and try your luck. So let me know on the comments if you have any questions or queries regarding this job posting. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Please support the channel, subscribe to the channel and forward this to your friends and someone who is really in need of a job. That will be of great help for them as well as to me. We'll see you soon with another interesting new job opening posting. Till then, take care, guys. Bye.